Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to upload a model from Sketchfab that is animated as a GLB or GLTF into A-frame. So first we're going to go to Sketchfab and let's look up a bird. And we want to make it downloadable so we can use it and animated. And we want to pick a fairly low poly thing. So this is 4.1 thousand triangles, 2.2 thousand vertices. I try to keep this number below 25,000 and definitely below 10,000 if there's a lot of the objects. But honestly, with performance, you really want to be in the low thousands in terms of number of vertices. So this one will be safe. So we're going to click download and go to GLTF. And what you're going to get is a zip file. So you're going to save that and you're going to end up with something like this. So you're going to have the first three of these. It's going to say texture, scene.bin, and scene. And all these links will be in the description. So you're going to grab these three, and you're going to take it to this converter. And on the converter, you want to select GLTF 2.0 and output GLB. We want to convert this from 3 files into a single GLB file. So you're going to drag that in here. And once it finishes, we're going to have a GLB file. Yep, and so you're going to have a GLB file, and so you can find that in your download. So it's going to look like this here. So you're going to grab this, and then we want to go to A-frame. And again, these links will be in the description. We go to Remix the starter example, and we go to View Source. And what we're going to do is remix this. This is a basic A-frame scene. I'm sure you're familiar. We're going to remix this. Now what we want to do is take this GLB and drag it into here, into the assets. And the next thing we're going to do is we need to be able to load a GLTF file. So we're going to go to Don McCurdy's A-frame extras, and we're going to grab just the whole thing. So A-frame extras min, the production version. You can copy this URL at the top, and then beneath the A-frame script, we're going to have this in the source, and we're finished with that. And then the next thing we need to do is load this thing. So A assets, and this will be where we load our assets. So A asset item, and we want to give it an ID, so we're going to call it bird. And a special thing you want to do, because this is a GLB, is say this asset item has a response type of array buffer, and that's just because it's in the format it's in. And then the source is this. So now we're done with that. So we need to put in the source. We want to go to assets and copy the URL and put it in the source. Boom. So now we have the bird. So now we need to bring it into the scene. So we want to do a entity, and we want to give it GLTF model. GLTF model, and all this accepts as a value. So hashtag is for ID, so bird, and so that's enough to see the bird. One thing is this bird is probably going to be huge, just like anything else you pick. So I would start by scaling a lot of this stuff down, because you might not see it if you don't. So we're going to scale that down, then we're going to look at this, and there it is, big bird. So we got this big bird, and we can move it around. So if you do Control-Alt-I, you get an inspector, and we're gonna scale this guy to be a little more appropriately sized. So first thing, we're gonna bring him down a bit. Let's scale him even more. You can scale like this if you want, but I'd really prefer to just do this. So 0.05. 0.05, 0.05, and actually maybe even more. So 0.02, 0.02, 0.02. Actually, nope. Let's just do 0.001. No. 0.01, 0.01, 0.01. So now we have this. Let's switch back to moving him. And let's get this bird in a better position. Let's rotate him a bit. Boom. Move him up just a bit. We're going to copy these attributes. I always copy by putting it up here and keeping sort of the stuff that actually. Oh, well, that wasn't good. At least remember is 0.01. It's 0.01 actually. That'll be good enough. We have this little bird here. Let's subtract the 0. Let's make him a bit bigger. And now what we want to do is add an animation to this bird. So how we do that is we go back to Sketchfab, and you can see here, this is the list of animations. This is when it's static, which we have now. We want to use take 001 and keep track of the spacing and the capitalization. So in this entity, we're going to add an animation mixer, and we're going to put inside of there the clip name. And the clip name will be take 001. And so that's how you can get this guy flying. Another thing you might want to do is add a few other things. For instance, there's an option to do a loop. And loop can be infinite. It can also be a certain number. So for instance, we could do 2 times, and we'll see this guy will only fly 2 times. Or no, it'll do the animation 2 times and loop through it. And then we have time scale. So maybe they're not moving quick enough. So let's say we want this guy really flying fast. Well, there you go. Now he's really flying fast. Another thing you can do is crossfade duration. And it's a little bit outside of the scope of this, but basically it's how you handle switching between one animation and another. And I might upload something on that at a later time. If you're interested in that, comment below. That'll show you how to do it. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon.